Yo, 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 what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Skully. Bringing that fire, I'm bringing that heat. You know what I'm saying? And today, I'm not sugarcoating a ting, you heard? Man, this is my first ever reaction video. I'm diving in deep into the Rodney Hinton case. It's a story that's been weighing heavy on my heart, okay? I woke up this morning and my initial plan was to react to some crazy videos, react to some funny videos. I was gonna react to the basketball game the other night. Had a couple things to react to, but I woke up, hopped on Facebook. I see a couple of people going crazy on there. I see a couple of people, they're basically saying like what Rodney Hinton did was wrong. It's a lot of people that's not I just seen a whole lot of debates going on. So I'm gonna put in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Y'all rocking with me, man. Stay here with me. If you're not, fly on, man. You hear me? I ain't worried about it. But I'm definitely gonna give you that raw, that uncut, that unfiltered opinion. You hear me? I ain't sugarcoating nothing. Let's go. Let's get into it. It's the first video. I got a couple of videos lined up today, and we here to talk about it. First of all, I'm gonna give y'all a background. Rodney Hinton Jr. He's a 38-year-old black father. And he's facing charges of aggravated murder, basically, for allegedly striking and killing Hamilton County Deputy Larry Henderson with his vehicle. Okay? This incident occurred just a day after Hinton's 18-year-old son, Ryan Hinton, was fatally shot by Cincinnati police during a stolen vehicle investigation. So this is a lot to unfold. This is a lot to unwrap. This is a lot to react to. I normally don't even recommend doing super serious things, super serious stories like this. Like, I don't recommend it for myself because I know I'm an empath and I start to get real emotional about it because this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Man, we gonna get into it, y'all. We gonna get into it. Let's get into it.
Homicide detectives shared a new detailed timeline of Rodney Hinton Jr.'s alleged actions before crashing into Deputy Henderson. WCPO 9 News reporter Jay Shakur walks us through it.
Here's what we know right now about Rodney Hinton Jr.'s movements on Friday. A Cincinnati police detective said on May 2nd, shortly after 9:30 that morning, Rodney Hinton Jr., along with family, viewed body camera footage of a Cincinnati police officer shooting and killing his 18-year-old son, Ryan Hinton, the day before. Police say officers found Ryan and 3 other young men in a stolen Kia. When police arrived, the 4 men ran. Police ran after them.
And officers say Ryan had a gun, and it was pointed toward an officer who shot him twice, killing him.
The footage, which is a bit blurry at times, shows the shooting and Ryan falling to the ground. Police then say after reviewing that body cam video shortly after 10:30 a.m., Rodney leaves Cincinnati Police's Criminal Investigation Sections Unit's parking lot. Police say he left this first time upset and unable to drive. Family members describe him as agitated. Witnesses tell police he went to a couple of different locations, then returned to the parking lot around 12:40 p.m. They say Hinton came back to pick up a car left behind, and then for a second time,
he actually left the parking lot, followed by some family members, and then a few minutes later returned to the parking lot at CIS, drove through the parking lot, and then left the parking lot again.
Now, authorities say that final exit occurred at 12:49 p.m. Just 11 minutes later, police say Hinton plowed right into Henderson, who was operating a traffic light at the intersection of Martin Luther King Drive and Burnett Woods. A detective on this case claims video footage shows Hinton first stopping in a left turn lane before increasing the car's speed.
The vehicle accelerated quickly directly at where Deputy Henderson was standing.
Cincinnati police have not yet identified that officer who shot and killed Hinton's son. Prosecutors say they believe that Rodney Hinton Jr. just, quote, ran over the first officer he saw.
Hold on now. They say they haven't identified the cop?
Son. Prosecutors say they believe it identified that
vehicle accelerated quickly directly at where Deputy Henderson was standing.
Cincinnati police have not yet identified that officer who shot and killed Hinton's son. Prosecutors say they believe that Rodney Hinton Jr. just, quote, ran over the first officer he saw. Jay Shakur, WCPO 9 News.
Accelerated quickly directly at where Deputy Henderson was standing.
Cincinnati police have not yet identified that officer who shot and killed.
The police officers have not yet identified the officer. Okay, and I'm not even gonna start out like that because I'm not trying to justify what Rodney Hinton did. But in a situation like this, where the system is designed to go against us. I mean, the impact that had to have on his mental health, like, we really have to give grace. I don't have any kids, so I can't say what I would and wouldn't done. But I see a lot of people say what they would do for their kids. I'm crashing out by I'm going to jail and hell. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that he did, and I see a lot of black folks rolling over on him, and I don't know how to feel about it, y'all. I don't know how to feel about it. We're gonna keep on locking in though. Let's see. We're gonna keep on locking in. We're gonna keep on locking in, y'all. Alright, so we got to I don't know if I wanna listen to this one first. I don't know if I wanna go to you know what? We just gonna keep on going, y'all. We're gonna keep on going.
Welcome back. An Ohio man charged with fatally striking a deputy with his car last week pleaded not guilty in court today. Rodney Hinton Jr. is accused of killing the retired sheriff's deputy just one day after Hinton's own son was shot and killed by police from a different department. We saw a dramatic scene in court today after commotion erupted in the courtroom gallery where the hearing was being held. Joining us now, NBC News correspondent Shaquille Brewster in Cincinnati. Shaq, walk us through what we heard and saw in that rowdy courtroom today.
Yes, and Clay, that commotion that you were just playing there really underscores the emotion that's being felt in this case. And that was the crux of the argument that we heard from the defense attorney really for the first time in this proceedings. The defense attorney not disputing that his client was involved in the crash that led to the death of Deputy Henderson, not disputing the idea that it was an intentional crash, but instead saying it was his emotional state that led him to act in this manner, saying that he was responding emotionally.
Can we not believe that though? How is that hard to believe that his mental state caused that? This man just lost his son, his 18-year-old son. Though, you know, it's a lot to unwrap here, and I've seen a whole lot of racist comments about, oh, the dad is so worried about what they did to his son, but he's not upset with what his son was outside doing. Nobody's saying that the dad is not upset about whatever his son was doing, but it's not the subject right now after he just lost his son. I hate when people try to like switch subjects. Like, let's stay focused. Let's stay on the same page. We're talking about how this kid just lost his life, okay? That's what we're talking about. I get that you do have to go back to what happened, but looking back at the body cam footage, I don't see where anything was pointed at the officer. I see him trying to get away, if anything. I see the kid trying to get away. And it was really close range. I don't understand why he wasn't just tased. But that's the things that we deal with in our community. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said we man.
After seeing a video of his son being killed by an officer from a different department. That's something that was backed up by a family member who I spoke to after that hearing about the mental state and demeanor of the suspect, of the defendant in this case. Listen to a little bit of that conversation.
I can only imagine where you felt when you seen that video. Because when I finally seen it, and I watched that video from the beginning to the end, and watched my nephew drop the way he dropped, it was like my soul left my body.
Robert Hinton, he pleaded not guilty in that courtroom. We can expect an updated plea to come once an indictment is officially filed.
Yeah, a lot of emotion today, Shaq, and I know.
Like I said, I'm not trying to justify what Rodney did, but understand this man's mentality. Understand this man was going through something after he saw that video. You know, it's like the cops just threw something at us and said, yeah, he had a gun, and then they threw out the body cam footage and it's like, yeah, get over it. How many times have we seen this done? How many times are we going to see it done? No, I'm not encouraging anybody to get out there and crash out. You know what I'm saying? But I understand what mental health can do to you. I understand when your mental health is declining, when you feel like your world has crashed, when you feel like you just lost a piece of you that you will never get back. you and I can never say what we would do. You know, I can't say what I would do. I can't say what I wouldn't do. I don't have kids. I do have family, though. I do have a family, and I couldn't fathom if anybody did my brother like that. I wouldn't have no understanding. And we talk like this a lot, you know what I'm saying? We talk like this a lot on social media and say we ain't got no understanding. I'm coming like that about mine. But when we see one of us actually do that, we like, hold on, wait. Whoa, but they do it all the time. You know, they gonna back their people. They gonna back their people. I'm not gonna rant too hard. No, I'm not.
Morning's bond hearing for Rodney Hinton Jr. showed a lot of emotion during and after the court proceedings. We're leading the way with live team coverage. Brian Hamrick breaks down what happened in court. Our Jock Maluka joins us with how emotions ran high during that hearing, and our Todd Dykes has reaction from the sheriff after the hearing. Let's start with Brian Hamrick with that judge's decision. Brian.
Because there's power in numbers. If they tried to break that man by having so many officers in that courtroom and not allowing his family in. It's the system, y'all.
Yeah, Stephen, what was an emotional tornado inside the Justice Center here. You have deputies who just lost a friend, a co-worker in the same room with the family of the man who is accused of killing him. Now, just a matter of seconds.
You got a man in that courtroom that just lost his son to these, man.
Rodney Hinton Jr. entered the courtroom, and outburst. A man came to the front claiming he was Hinton's brother, trying to get his attention. This is what happened.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Have a seat, sir. Sit down.
That's my brother.
Got mad. See that? Got mad. See that? Like that. What they doing? When we do it, though, y'all not hearing it.
Yeah, now the outburst goes on. Hinton is escorted out of the courtroom. They finally get things under control, and Hinton returns to the court for this hearing to hold him on no bond. It's a special hearing. It requires evidence to be presented. A prosecution called a Cincinnati police detective who said Hinton had been at the police station to meet with the chief and to see body cam of police from the day before. That body cam showed officers shooting Hinton's son, Ryan Hinton, to death. And it came as they stopped the stolen car. After leaving that scene and seeing this video, the detective said Hinton was very emotional. Family didn't even want him to drive home. He didn't, but he came back later to get his car, and then he headed to the area of the UC campus where Deputy Larry Henderson was directing traffic for the UC graduation. The detective said Hinton picked out the first officer he saw and accelerated toward him.
Through the intersection, directly at where Deputy Henderson was.
You know, and not to act like I don't have any sympathy for the cop that passed, rest in peace to him, but listen, they do it to us every day. They handpick out one of us every day. We see this every day. We saw it so much. Y'all rarely see some of this go on. Like, y'all rarely see some of, you rarely see a black guy turning on the system. You rarely see that. We always see a black man go down from the system. We always see that. We always see that. And I think, and I feel like it's so normalized to the point that people can't fathom it being the other way around. You know, when the tables turn, it's like, hold up now. We ain't never gave y'all permission to start acting like us. Y'all can't do that. We about to show y'all can't do that. We about to make an example and prove to y'all that y'all can't do that. And that's what the system does. The system was never made for us. The system was never made for us. It was never made for us.
Standing, and struck Deputy Henderson and the metal utility pole on the northeast corner of the intersection.
Okay. Were there any evidence of skid marks?
No, there were no indications at any point that he tried to brake, stop, or otherwise avoid Deputy Henderson.
I think the conduct in question is classic mental illness, criminal conduct. It's always intentional, it's bold, and it's conspicuous.
I don't know that...
That's a hallmark sign that somebody is not in their right frame of mind, no attempt to deceive, no attempt to hide what they did.
Yeah, so that was class.
They can do it, but we can't. They can go up to school right now and tear it up and go in court and say they mentally ill. And guess what the world will do? Guess what the cops will do? Go get them some Burger King. They don't care when it's one of them. But when it's one of us, okay. And that's in a lot of things, even down to scamming. Them folks been doing it for years, forever. When it's one of us, okay. Embezzlement, they've been doing it forever. When it's one of us, tired of saying it, man.
Clyde Bennett, that is Hinton's attorney. He made no secret that he's going to use mental health as part of his defense in this case. And in the end, he didn't even argue with the idea of not having bond for Hinton. In fact, the only thing he requested was that he gets mental health while he's in the Claremont County Jail. Reporting live, Ryan Hinton, WLWT News 5.
And typically these no bond hearings do require a higher burden of proof. Brian, was there any evidence presented?
Yeah, it's they call it clear and convincing evidence is what they need. It's like a step down from it's just part of the legal process there. They did not bring in evidence. What they did do is they talked about this video that they had. There are two videos. There's one from a bus that shows the entire encounter, and then there's another one from a security camera that shows part of that encounter. So that will be held for trial.
I just won $60,000 from my car crash from this app from my phone. I don't know if you can see it, but...
Thank you for coming out. My name is Michael Wright, Attorney Michael Wright. I'm going to introduce Attorney Fanon Rucker, Attorney Robert Gresham, Attorney Anthony Pearson. I'm going to introduce Mom, who is Tori Jackson, Grandma, which is Tanya Larkin, and Dad, which is Rodney Hinton Jr. Grandfather, excuse me. We're here because we represent the estate of Ryan. We're not here to talk about the incident that occurred with the police officer. We do offer our condolences to the officer and his family. But we were hired to represent this family to investigate the police-involved shooting of their son, Ryan. This is his grandmother, his brother, his father, his grandfather. Tell them your name.
I'm Diamante Jackson. I'm Ryan's big brother. My brother, he was always like real jokester, playing with everybody, but he was making sure everybody was good. Everybody was on their toes too. Like, he was real loving. Like, you felt his love through anything he ever did for you, by just hanging with you, playing the game, playing football. We used to play football outside all the time. Like, it was just us, man.
How did you get the news?
So crazy. It's cool. It's cool.
Let me say something.
Okay, and this is grandfather.
I'm Rodney Hinton Sr. I want to give a condolence out to the officers that got killed, my whole family. I'm asking for forgiveness, and I've been praying hard for the officer that killed my grandson. I've been praying hard for him and his family because I know he's hurting off this. As I seen in the video about my grandson, I seen two scared people. I seen the officer scared, and I seen my grandson scared. So it's an unfortunate incident that happened. So that's all I seen. It was like, I didn't see the police there try to kill. No. What I seen was two persons made a mistake. My grandson made a mistake being there, and the officer, he was trying to get back to his family too. So that's what I seen. So it's not about revenge or anything. I have nothing against nobody. You know, my Lord and Savior is Jesus Christ, and I represent Him. So, with that said, please, everybody, just try to forgive everybody who done anything to anybody.
Ms. Redden, for you, this is a fact-finding mission more than anything to make sure.
On a serious note, though. I truly wish Rodney Hinton Jr. I really wish he had a safe space or somebody he felt like he can go and talk to, so that he wouldn't crashed out that day. Granted, now we do understand what you did. Some of us do understand. We get it. We give you grace, because at the end of the day, you just lost a piece of you. A piece of your legacy is gone. Can never get it back. And this is something that we see all the time, and I can empathize with his mentality. But I really did wish that he had a safe space or somebody that he can go and talk to and talk him down from the plans that he felt he had. I really wish he did. It probably would have made a difference.
You understand?
Yeah, it's a peace thing for me, for everything, for everybody.
If he would have had, like, hear me out, y'all. If he would have had somebody to talk to, we can focus more on the cop unaliving his son rather than him going and unaliving the cop. Because right now, that's the huge focus right now. We're not even focused on Ryan, rest in peace to him. We're not even focused on him at this point. Everybody's mainly focused on Rodney and what he did and why did he do what he did, why didn't he go doing this, and you know, it's sad because this could have really been a big protest. And then honestly, this makes me think though. It makes me think, like, if he had never done that, would this even be a huge story? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think if he hadn't done what he done to the cop, and rest in peace to the cop once again, y'all, if he hadn't done that, do you believe that this would be getting as much coverage as it's getting now? Or do you think Ryan would have just been another name that gets swept under the rug? How do y'all feel about it, y'all? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about that, because that's something that I really want to know. Like, yeah. What would it be?
Gentle giant that played with everybody all the time.
They're just basically remembering.
You see all the younger ones?
Letting them know.
That was a PlayStation buddy. He made it a point to make sure that he played with each and every last one of them whenever he was around them. He included them in the game process. He taught each one of them how to play the game.
Yeah, y'all. I can't watch no more. I can't watch no more of that, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. That's sad.
Come on, man. Y'all cool. I just want my brother to see me. I just want my brother to see me. I just want my brother to see me. My brother can't see me. They did this shit before. They did this shit before. They did it before. I got video of them messing with my brother and me before. I ain't do nothing. I just wanted my brother to see me. I just want I ain't do nothing to him. He talking about that's my family. That's my family and that too. Doing all that. And see me one-on-one, man. And that 40 motherfucker there for my brother, man. Talking
brother, I feel for him, because I promise you, if that was any one of my brothers up there, I'm getting in that courtroom. Y'all can't, like, come on now. Come on now, it's numbers, it's power in numbers. Y'all got all these cops in there swarming the building, but he can't be in there with his brother. It's a sad day, man. It's a real sad thing, man. It's a real sad thing, man. It really is, y'all. And it's the video that's going. It's a video
3 signs your car accident is worth major compensation. If you've been in a car accident recently, there are 3 critical signs that could indicate your case is worth significant compensation. Possibly even.
Step down slow. Hey, with this deputy right here, okay?
That's Rodney Hinton Jr. on his way to court to answer to charges that he ran his car into a sheriff's deputy hours after meeting with police to view body camera footage of an officer shooting his son a day earlier. What does the body-worn camera video reveal? I take a look at the new footage just released. Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Rodney Hinton Jr. left a meeting with Cincinnati had shown him and his family body camera video of his son, 18-year-old Ryan Hinton, being shot by a police officer the day before.
This is the other officer, the one who fires the shot. This is his body camera as he approaches the scene.
We stopped that video right before the shots were fired. The police chief said Ryan Hinton was in a stolen vehicle that had been stopped by police, and he ran with a gun in his hand.
This is the firearm that was recovered at the scene after the individual was shot. This is what he had in his hand while the officers were chasing him.
After viewing the footage, police say Rodney Hinton Jr. was understandably after being taken to the hospital to be checked out. Rodney Hinton was taken to the police department to be interviewed by Cincinnati police detectives who would investigate Deputy Henderson's death. Then it was time for him to be taken to jail after being charged with aggravated murder.
We're gonna get you where you're going, okay?
Can you stand up for me, sir? I'll put this around your waist.
I had to go upstairs and get greatly fed. So they can be knocking. I was ringing buzzers and knocking.
Are you able to stand on your own?
Try. Walked up here.
Here, use this hand to hold you. I'm going to put this hand in a cuff.
The world can be a really unpredictable and scary place, and that's where our great partner, Morgan & Morgan, comes in. The firm has more than 1,000 lawyers because they win a lot of cases. Hinton seems a little bit out of it as officers and deputies work to transfer him to the deputies from the neighboring agency.
Yeah, I'm going to put this hand in a cuff. All right, I'm going to put this other hand in a cuff. I'm going to double lock him, okay? Need you to rotate this right around. You're going to pinch him. All right.
I got a double watch your ankles as well, so you got your
You're fine.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely.
You want to go sit?
Show up anything?
This one's not working, so.
With the help of Xero's small business accounting software, I've got the right information at my fingertips.
So business is a breeze. And I've got bigger plans. Search Xero with an X.
See, during his bond here in the courtroom was filled
This
with like
game,
dozens and dozens of law officers.
you're not ready for.
Chaos at court as a man accused of killing a sheriff's deputy a day after his son was shot by a police officer
That way to create intimidation, of course. You know what I'm saying?
asked to be released on bail. I lay out the horrific chain of events out of Ohio and where the case could be heading.
Are you familiar with the acts of someone that is not in their right mind when they commit a criminal act?
I'm Anjanette Levy, and this is Crime Fix. Before I get into this case out of Ohio, I want to talk a little bit about true crime news and law and crime murder.
They don't want them. That's crazy. That's crazy. They don't want nobody in there supporting them.
Of killing a Hamilton County deputy with a car is headed back to court. Rodney Hinton Jr. is charged with aggravated murder.
That's right. He is being held.
It's all happened. We might even see that.
Absolutely. The no bond hearing won't prove the charges against Hinton, but it could show how prosecutors plan to do it and how the defense will try to stop it.
Chin up, chest out. Chin up, chest out. That was the part I was trying to show you. Like, he had that chin up and the chest out, man. He went in. Yeah, he had no fear in his heart. He okay with the decision that he made. I mean, it's sad at the fact that that was a random cop. We're not going to go past that, but we're also not going to dismiss his mental health and what he could be facing. So Rodney Hinton Jr., we send prayers your way. Ryan, we send condolences to the family and to his legacy, man. We here. And yeah, like once again, what he did, it wasn't right, but it's understandable. It's something that we can empathize with. Now, maybe me or you may not make a decision like that, and it's okay. But you never know what you'll do when you pushed over the edge, y'all. And that's basically what this case, this story is all about. You never know what somebody's capable of if you pushed them over the edge, you know. And his son being taken away, that pushed him over the edge. That body cam, that lying, saying that he had something on him or whatever. Yeah, we did see something on the ground, but we didn't physically see anything in his hands. You know what I'm saying? But once again, y'all, it's just really disheartening to see some in our community that's turned against him, and basically they're not considering the trauma and like the issues at play, the issues that black men deal with in the system every day. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of where his head was at or whatever, we clearly see he wasn't in his right mind during the time. Whatever though, we need to support him. We need to support each other and address the root causes of these tragedies. Because the root cause of it is the cop killing his son. Unaliving his son, sorry. The cop unaliving his son. That's the root cause of this. That's what made him, something snapped. And sometimes something just snapping us, you know? That's why I feel like we all got mental health issues. We all got a little crazy in us. We all can snap. It just takes that right thing to make you do something that you probably feel like you would never do. And let's just hope that it never happens to me or you or nobody else, because I see a whole lot of people saying they wouldn't dare do things like that. You cannot say what you wouldn't do until you placed in that position. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say on that. And it's really, to me, it's not surprising that we going against ourselves, because we beef over blocks that we don't even own a rock on. You know what I'm saying? When a black man crash out over his kid, like y'all claim that y'all would do. Y'all say this on the internet all the time. I don't care. I go to hell or jail about my child. When the black man did it, y'all clutching y'all pearls. Like, oh, the system been doing this to y'all since birth. Since birth, like, you know. I mean, it's. So I mean, I don't know, man. That's how I feel about it, y'all. That's how I feel about it. You look like me, and you mad at Rodney and not the cop who took his baby from him. You lost. You lost. I don't expect other people that don't look like us to understand how we feel about it. They never been through what we gone through. They don't feel that pain that we feel. They don't get their folks hid from them, and they be innocent the whole time. 20 years, come back home, and come to find out you was innocent. Somebody just, they had a witness on the stand that lied. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't go through what we go through, so they can never feel how we feel, so I don't expect them to. But the people, the ones that do, thank you. Keep on putting that word out for us. Thank you. Now, I'm going to read something on Facebook, matter of fact, because it was really powerful to me. I don't know. Basically, I'm going to just summarize it. A white guy basically said the things that I'm saying. And he posted it on Facebook, and he basically was trying to get people to understand or type into the mindset that Mr. Rodney Hinton Jr. possibly was in. And a lot of people, they like, man, it's sad that a white guy had to say that, y'all. It really is to me. I feel like I can't find it again, but that's okay. That's okay. Basically, he was saying everything that I'm basically saying. You know? And he broke it down, and he told people, like, you know, this is a system that goes against black people. And once a black man finally hold a police officer accountable, everybody's spiraling. And yes, he didn't. Yes, we understand he didn't hold the correct officer accountable. We understand that. We do. We get that. But y'all, how long is this gonna happen? How long is this gonna go on? I don't know. How long are we gonna go against each other? I don't know. I don't know. People be talking about they woke. You ain't woke. You wired wrong. You ain't woke. I ain't mad at y'all though. I ain't mad though. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. I ain't even mad. It's just we gotta learn how to stand. We gotta learn how to come together, because it's power in numbers, and we see that with them all the time. All the time. All the time. I feel like Rodney Hinton, he's a father who snapped in a country that keeps breaking us. And that's what happened. If you can't feel that, you might be a part of the problem too. Who knows? But I understand, and I get it. Listen, y'all, this is my first reaction video, and it won't be my last. So if you're rocking with me, if you're tired of the lies, you're tired of us turning on each other while they keep laughing, subscribe, like, comment, and share this, man. Do that for me, man. Follow me everywhere, y'all. I'm everywhere. I'm gonna post everything. I'm gonna post all my tags and everything, man. Y'all, man, listen. This Skully with the truth, and I'm only just getting started. I ain't gonna go no further. I ain't gonna rant no longer, cause I know how I feel about it. And that's that, y'all. So like I said, y'all, I appreciate y'all rocking out with me. This is the beginning, but it won't be the end. Thank y'all, man. I will be back tonight, probably with some funny stunts, with some funny reactions. This was my first one, and I probably shouldn't have made it so serious, but that's how I had to dive in here, y'all. This is Skully Unfiltered, you feel me? And that's what we do over here. You don't like it, screw you. You rocking with me? Let's do it. Your barbecue or your mildew. We gonna rock out either way. I'm definitely gonna get back on here though. And I appreciate y'all vibing with me. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me. And all that good stuff, man. Like I said, this ain't the end. This is only the beginning, y'all. We're gonna keep on going with it, though. I appreciate the views. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and keep on rocking with me, man. I'm gonna be, get back with me on the next one, though. I will be doing these. Let's go.